So what if I told you that the Vietnam War was started with a lie, and that the phrase conspiracy theorist was actually invented by the CIA to shut people up who figured out about it? In 1964, President Lyndon B. Johnson told the American public that a U.S. ship called the USS Maddox had been attacked by North Vietnamese forces in the Gulf of Tonkin. Except for that second attack, yeah, it never happened. Like, definitely didn't happen. It was a complete fabrication. But that didn't stop Congress from passing the Gulf of Tonkin Resolution, which essentially gave Johnson a blank check to escalate the war in Vietnam. So yeah, by 1968, we had over 500,000 troops in Vietnam. We were carpet bombing villages, spraying chemical weapons like Agent Orange, and millions of Vietnamese citizens based on a lie. So here's the part that they don't teach you about in school. After France lost its colonial war in Vietnam, the US stepped in, ignored international agreements, and installed this dictator in the South. He was so corrupt and brutal that even the Vietnamese people fucking hated this guy. And when nationwide elections were planned to unify the country, elections Ho Chi Minh was guaranteed to win, we backed out. We canceled. No democracy for you, baby. So yeah, we didn't just join the Vietnam War. We escalated, provoked, and manipulated our way into it. Now here's where it gets even a little bit darker. As thousands of soldiers and anti-war protests exploded across the US, people started asking questions, you know? Like, why were we even in Vietnam? Why were the poor drafted while the rich got deferments? And why did the government lie about the Gulf of Tonkin? And the CIA, they were not about to lose that narrative, let me tell you. So in 1967, they wrote a classified memo, CIA Dispatch number 1035-960. It was a propaganda guide that was sent to journalists and foreign operatives on how to low-key discredit anybody speaking out against this shit, especially when people were asking too many questions around the JFK assassination. This memo wanted to call these people conspiracy theorists, because that term didn't really exist before then. And then it was weaponized to shame critical thinkers, equating questioning the government with being absolutely unhinged, batshit crazy out of your mind. Oh, and it worked. Think about that for a second. The Vietnam War was escalated with a provable lie, sustained by media propaganda, and shielded by a weaponized insult that's still used today. Conspiracy theorists back then didn't mean crazy, it just meant somebody who wasn't buying the government's bullshit. And honestly, the people that they were calling crazy were fucking right. So next time somebody says, well, the government would never do that, just remind them that they already did.
Yeah, we've definitely been pawns forever. None of those rich people's children are going and sacrificing their lives for these agendas that are clearly not of our well-being, but for the elite's well-being. It's the same game played over and over again that it has been for a very long time. And I'm just glad we're at an age now where all this information can be spread, where we can really start understanding what's going on and see it, you know, without having all the restrictions and the bottlenecking of information through the Mockingbird media. Well, I don't even know why I did that, because it is Mockingbird media.